Okay, so anyhow, our Solar Star attic fan made by Solatube ventilates the attic and removes the heat from it. It helps out during the summer months to just remove heat so that it doesn't cost too much to air condition the home during the summer months. But also, if you have a cold roof, it helps to remove the heat from the roof, from the attic, and which then prevents any condensation that may occur on your insulation and compromise the integrity of the insulation. You know, if you get moisture up in your insulation, particularly like you're blown in cellulose or something like that, and it starts getting damp, it's going to lose a lot of its R value and its ability to perform as well as it had when it was originally installed. So it helps remove vapors that would potentially condense and compromise the integrity of your insulation. It also keeps the roof cold so that you prevent any kind of ice damming or any kind of roof leakings that may occur on the roof. It has a low profile little solar panel that draws upon the solar energy to operate the fan, and also has a high profile one that stands a little bit higher off the surface of the roof so that snow won't build up and prevent it from collecting the solar energy. It also, you can mount the fans on the gable end, and you can also get a remote panel as well, so that if your panel doesn't fit directly on the fan itself, or your fan's going to be located in a place that's shaded, you can take, I think you can extend as many as 15 feet away from the fan and locate your panel at a remote location, and then so you can still draw upon solar energy if in fact your fan is located in a shaded area. It is easy to install too. That's the great thing about it too, is there's no wiring. You don't have to run wiring all the way up to the attic or to the top of the roof to install it.
Unless the solar panel was 15 feet away.
Right. But your wire is only from the solar panel to the fan itself.
Okay.
You're not running it to an electrical box or anything along those lines, which then helps out quite a bit. So they're easy to install and they're very effective, and we saw a lot of them in southern states, but I think that people are starting to learn that they're even worthwhile installing in northern climates, just to help prevent a number of those different things that it can do during the winter months.
So it literally can prevent ice damage by taking the warm air out of the attic in the wintertime.
Yeah, and that prevents snow melt on the roof to keep your roof cold. And then, and I think the other thing too is what happens during the winter months, at least here in northern Michigan, it gets really dry inside the home, and so people want to turn on their humidifiers to create a little bit more humidity, and then that humidity or that vapor then penetrates through the ceiling and gets into the attic, and then it wants to turn from vapor to water, and then it gets into the insulation, and the insulation then loses its ability to provide the resistance to heat loss. So it prevents damage done to insulation, that kind of stuff.
We have a house that's dark, that's almost painted black. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
In the summertime, it gets hot, like you could fry an egg on it. It's so hot.
Yeah.
So our attic is just on fire.
That's right. Yeah, we talked about this.
On fire.
Yeah.
So I would think maybe one or even two of these strategically placed.
Yeah, and you can put them on the gable end, or you can put them on the surface of the roof, depending upon what works best for your application, I guess.
Because in the summer, it's going to get plenty of light. I mean, does it need direct sunlight, or can it work with indirect sunlight? As far as
I suspect that it can work with indirect sunlight, but I do know that the more sunlight, the better it's going to perform.
Okay.
The more CFMs you're going to get.
Are there different models, or is it just one size fits all? Or I just told
there's two sizes.
The high and low profile.
The high and low, yeah, the high and low profile. One, and the majority of the people in the southern climates are using the low profile. There's no need for the higher one, but in northern climates, we're finding people using the high profile just to keep it up and out of the snow.